Tenerife gets over 7 million tourists a year, but most of them completely ignore its biggest city, and to be honest, I used to be one of them. I wrote off Santa Cruz as an ugly industrial port, but today I'm heading back to give the modern capital of Tenerife another chance. Am I going to turn around and drive straight back out, or is there more to this place than just concrete and cargo? With just over 200,000 people, Santa Cruz is the modern, chaotic capital of the island. The logical place to start is Plaza de España. It's the largest square in the Canary Islands, designed to be this grand, sweeping centrepiece right on the waterfront. But today, it looked a bit different. It's a beautiful morning here in Santa Cruz. I don't know what's going on. I think there must be some sort of event today because all the stuff around this plaza is like fenced off, and there's a stage being built just behind there. I always turn up in the middle of events and not realising. It's a pity because this makes a really good photo. You've got the mountains behind. It's kind of spoilt by the... It looks like a crime scene. Turns out I'd arrived during the setup for Carnival, and this isn't just a village fete. The Santa Cruz Carnival is the second biggest in the world after Rio de Janeiro. They've had crowds of up to 250,000 people on the streets here. So the other interesting thing about Plaza de España is that underneath it, there's the remains of a castle that was used in the battle against Lord Nelson. Unfortunately, because it's a Sunday, it's closed. Otherwise, it is free. They've also got the cannon, or the alleged cannon called the El Tigre, that fired the cannonball that blew off Nelson's arm. That's one way to lose your arm, right? Little Tenerife defeated the British. Quite like that. Should I say that being British? But I do, I quite like it. I mean, we were invading, it was theirs. Leave them alone. So I've actually been here before, 8 years ago or something. And what I remember, I sort of drove in, kind of went, oh, this is like really commercial, it's horrible. And then I just sort of left without really giving it a chance. So I've come back today to give it a chance. I was surprised to find a place open at 8 AM on a Sunday. This place is quite nice as well. But it's interesting because you've got all these like beautiful historic buildings like this church mixed in with like ugly 70s, 60s, 70s, 80s architecture. These are all traditional Canadian style. But then look, just behind it, this pink monstrosity, which spoils it. I'll tell you one thing though, I say it all the time, Spain and their public spaces, there's guys out everywhere, like Plaza de España, this plaza, and obviously there's events going on, so they're making sure it's cleaned up after it. But I bet, even if there wasn't an event on, people would still be out cleaning the streets that keep their public spaces so well. So this is just at the back of the church, a museum. This one actually is open today, opens at 10. Oh wow. God, it's like a little tropical oasis. Look at that. Right in the middle of the city. And you get up close to this. I can't go over this park though. When I say it's right in the middle of the city, it's literally right in the middle of the city. And look at it, spotless. To understand Santa Cruz, you have to know that for a long time it wasn't the capital. It was just a poor fishing village serving the high society up the hill in La Laguna. But as the threat of pirate attacks reduced and global trade exploded, the focus of the island shifted. The money moved from the inland farms down here to the waterfront, and eventually the power followed the money. In 1833, the administrative crown was officially taken from the ancient capital and handed to Santa Cruz. So whilst this might just look like a statue of a fish, a chicharo is the name of that fish, but it's what people from Santa Cruz are known as, Chicharreros. So it was a derogatory term given to them by the residents of La Laguna, which was that they were wealthier basically, and the people that lived here were poor fishermen who ate these fish because there was loads of them and they were cheap and they were available. They just sort of took ownership of it, embraced it, and decided they were just going to call themselves Chicharreros.
Oh, that's what I'm here to see. So I don't know if this has got anything to do with it, but it looks very much like the floral clock in Geneva. Oh, it smells amazing. So another beautiful park in the middle of the city. It feels so tropical. On the really warm days here where it gets over the 30s, this will be packed because it's really shaded. And I think someone's just finished with their books and just left them for someone else who wants them. How cute is that? Can't go over how beautiful this park is. What an amazing public space to have. And this is just one park in the city. Is it for birds? Is it art? Are they lost purses that have been found in the park? Who knows? All of those seem like viable options. So nice. I can't go over how nice this park is. I don't think I've ever been this excited about a park. I love this, right? People cleaning the parks. They've got like brushes and dustpans and stuff, but they just use fallen palm leaves because they're like much more effective. Right, Ronnie, you can't spend all day in this park. You need to leave. I could spend all day in this park. There's so many places to sit down. Like that one. Or that one. So I'm walking down La Rambla de Santa Cruz. It's a bit more chill than La Rambla and I don't know why I'm rolling that R. La Rambla. I can't not roll my R's. La Rambla in Barcelona. It's very pretty. All these trees create a really nice shaded canopy. Some of these buildings at the side are beautiful. Nice house. I like that colour actually. It's very Kelly Hoppin. Taupe. These look like they were rich people mansions. Got some sculptures and stuff. The other thing I'm loving about Santa Cruz is there's no shortage of places to sit down. There's so many benches. I have to walk like 2 minutes. Oh, I'll have a little sit down. This is like my 5th sit down in 10 minutes. That is something else. So most of these were destroyed during Franco's dictatorship, but this one survived because it was taken and used as a pharmacy for the military. It's the Egyptian style architecture in the middle of Tenerife. Yeah, I think looking at it, I think you could easily spend 5 days, 6 days here. There's so much. I thought, again, underestimated a bit, like, and La Laguna is just like 15, 20 minutes away. I'm sure you can get a bus there as well. Actually, I think there's a tram that goes from here to La Laguna, as well as the bus. So between the two of them, a really nice place. I can't believe I've written it off before now. I'm glad I've came back and given it another chance. Oh, I got excited there, but it seems to have closed down. I'm just gonna go and get me some Percy pigs. R.I.P. There's a cool view down here. The market at the end, Market Hall. I don't know what's going on. Must be a well-known churreria. But the market looks so grand. Alright, we'll do the market first. Then the museum. So this is like a real speed run of Santa Cruz. Well, let's go and see what this market's all about. It's a lot more established than I was expecting. I was thinking more of a traditional indoor market, but this is just like an outdoor, semi-outdoor shopping centre. And you do have like stall holders around the middle, but these are all permanent units. Oh, there's a super dino here. That's exciting. Oh, fish market. Wow. Have I liked fish? Have you liked fish? Maybe this would be of interest. Market opened in 1943. At that time, it's where all the food trade was bought and sold in this market. But then a wholesale market opened in the 70s, and it sort of led to the decline, but certainly not in decline today. We've got loads of locals here doing their shopping. There are some restaurants and stuff in it as well. It's doing pretty well for being 80 years old. I'm going to go and see what the tea is. Oh, what a cool entrance. As well as being a museum, it's also a library. A really cool space, that is. Oh, and it's free. I don't know how I would feel if I was an artist being featured in here, because as much as it's a really cool museum, to me the building is what's impressive. I'm almost like secondary to the art. I love these cutouts in the wall, especially here where they've planted bamboo, I think. Is it a bamboo palm, is that a thing? That was cool. Like I said, I'm more interested in the building than the art. It was a very interesting building, and it's free. That library though, like if you're here and you want someplace to work, amazing. I'm all museumed out, but there's also a natural history museum right next to it. There's so much to this side. Right, this will be the old Plaza de España. It's the new plaza. This is the old one with a church. This is lovely. They've obviously tried to just keep it the way it was as well, rather than updating it, which I quite like.
But the icon of the city can be found down at the waterfront.
I'm not exaggerating when I say that I've just driven around this car park 5 times, trying to catch someone leaving so I could get a space. Honestly, it's like stalking people. I picked a guy in a fluorescent, can't say that, fluorescent yellow t-shirt and thought, right, follow him, he'll be easy. Lost him. Eventually. So I'm just down at a little bit out of the centre. I moved the car, I thought, oh, there's this big free car park here. I'll just move the car, save the 20-minute walk. But to be honest, it would have been easier just walking. So I'm going to see the auditorium, which is a bit of an icon, for good reason. It looks incredible, like design-wise. I think that's what I'm getting from Santa Cruz. It's like interesting. You've got the old historic stuff, but also this amazing modern stuff as well, like the tea. And here, perfect example. Look right in front of me as I've said that. This wasn't set up either. Beautiful. This is something else, isn't it? It looks like it wouldn't be out of place in Valencia. It looks like the Opera House in Valencia. Such a cool building. And this huge fin, it's just totally unsupported. I mean, it's only supported at the back, right? I don't know of this. I mean, that fin serves no purpose, like in terms of the interior structure, right? It's just architectural. Well, you could say it's a giant waste of money, but it makes it pretty iconic, doesn't it? Like, oh look, it's touching my head. Woohoo! Looks like a hat. It's mad as well that it's built next to this old fortress structure. I don't know what you can see inside it, but we'll go and find out. I was very close to rage quitting when I trying to park to come and see this up close, but I thought it's kind of iconic. You can't miss it. I mean, up close, it's huge. There's lights on the inside, I think, so. That's a shame. Can't go up. It's a little bit underwhelming inside. Feels like a supermarket cafe. It's just taken over all of the space. The actual structure's cool, but what they've put in it. I mean, it is an auditorium, it's not a museum. Oh, this is cool. A cross section. So, there are stairs that go up the fin to what? To nothing? Maybe that's just for maintenance. So there are two auditoriums. There's one underground out the front, and this hall area where we are, and then the main auditorium. And then there's this like terrace area at the back, and another terrace at the front. Very cool. And they are storing a piece of kitchen equipment next to this, but there's the other side where I walked in. See what I mean though? The structure is really cool. You've got the shape of the fin repeated in here. But then yeah, just random stuff just dumped around. Like there's two pop-up banners, two random stools. It's just a bit of a shame really. I mean, you see the hall. So behind me, if the sun isn't, maybe that way, if the sun isn't blowing me out too much, is the Botanic Gardens on this little peninsula bit. It's supposed to be really nice. The other big attraction you've got down here that's currently closed and the pools are empty is the César Manrique complex. I don't know what it's called. Swimming complex. There's one in Puerto de la Cruz as well, which looks a bit more substantial than this one. But yeah, pretty nice place to come and spend a morning or an afternoon. What's quite interesting here is obviously you've got this big modern structure, you've got the historic sort of castle, citadel, you've got all these modern tower blocks there, but you've also got all the industry. Like we're down by the port, and just over that way, if I could walk round if it wasn't blocked off, is the port and the harbour. But my first impression of it when I first came here was, oh, it's just all industrial and horrible. I didn't think it had any of this. I don't remember seeing this. Should have drove right past it. Maybe I just wasn't looking. I've decided I'm going to give the Botanic Gardens a miss this time. I think I'll definitely come back to Santa Cruz. But you know, Tenerife North Airport, which is 10-15 minutes away from Santa Cruz, is the gateway to the rest of the Canaries. Obviously from the UK it's really easy to get direct flights to Gran Canaria, Lanzarote, Fuerteventura and Tenerife. Tenerife North Airport's your go-to to get to La Gomera, El Hierro, La Palma. And whilst you're doing that, because you'll probably fly into Tenerife South, it's definitely worth spending a couple of days in Santa Cruz at the start or at the end, or both. So yeah, thanks Santa Cruz, you've been good.
When the noise and the concrete of the capital get to be too much, the locals have an escape hatch. Before I left the area, I took a 10-minute drive up the coast to San Andres. The main reason you come here is for the beach. It's a massive stretch of golden sand that was imported from the Sahara Desert in the 70s. Just minutes from the heavy industry of Santa Cruz, you find this tropical crescent beach sitting right at the foot of the Ananga Mountains. Backed by this cute fishing village of brightly painted houses stacked up the mountainside. I expected a grey industrial port, but Santa Cruz is actually a brilliant mix of deep history, modern concrete, and perfectly kept parks. It completely proved me wrong. It turns out the city I ignored for 8 years is actually one of the best spots on the island. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a like, subscribe and hit the notification bell. It really helps. Cheers, see you soon.